We're also brought to you by us. Yes, the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Bracket Madness is back, and SGPN is teaming up to give away $5,000 in prizes. Free to enter. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket to enter. Plus, we also are giving away $25,000 in our Survivor contest. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. If you're new to Splash, just use the promo code SGPN50 and get up to $50 in bonus pick'em entries. And we're also brought to you by SeatGeek. Yes, I mean SeatGeek. Mac's been hitting a bunch of these games. I've been talking about it nonstop. First thing he told me, he was like, I'm going there. I go, you got to go to SeatGeek because you're going to get the best price. They're not out to get you. All right. Which is why I want to give them a huge shout out. SeatGeek is just fantastic. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and much, much more. And obviously, folks, it's March Madness. All right. And you might say, well, that game's not close to me. Well, trust me. One game is close to you. That's the best part about March Madness. It's scattered across America. And then when you add in the Crown and NIT, you got no excuses. All right. So jump on over there. Plus, MLB is just about to be back. NBA and NHL playoffs are around the corner. And get this, they got the World Cup tickets available on SeatGeek already. I love using SeatGeek. Get on over there. I used it earlier this year when I went to a bunch of college football games and college basketball games. Use it all the time. They have your back. That's the real sell here. Each ticket is rated on a 1 to 10 scale, so you know you are getting a good deal. So look out for the green dots. Green means good. Obviously, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And of course, I have a code for you guys. Use the promo code SGPN10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. Yes, that's 10% off any tickets with the promo code SGPN10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later over at SeatGeek. We're also brought to you by Kalshi. Yes, Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. And right now, Kalshi has combos, combine 2 or more predictions to increase your payouts. It's Kalshi. You can trade anything over there. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every single sport that there is, and we love it for college hoops. I mean, me personally, going off script here, I think it is the absolute best edge you can find with college hoops. Underdog has increased their payouts. How about this? 2 pick entries now pay at 3.5 times, and 3 pick entries at 6.5 times. Jump on over to Underdog Fantasy. They got a brand new offer for new customers. Play $5. Get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness that is college hoops. And Rhythm generates brackets you can use for any contest. Heck, last year a Rhythm user went 25-2 in his bracket thanks to Rhythm's AI model. Unbelievable. Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you know you are getting the best prices. So download the Novig app. Get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. And last but not least, we're also brought to you by, well, it is March Madness. And over at SGPN, every single year, it is Merch Madness. 15% off everything in the SGPN store with the promo code March. Yes, the new Let It Ride, like Marlboro style hats and shirts, fire. All right, Mac the School t-shirts, Pick Dundee t-shirts, first half unders. You know we love those. And it's tournament time, folks. This first half unders. Got to get that. With St. Patty's Day right around the corner, how about the George Mason Start Your Football Program t-shirt? You use the promo code March, you're going to get that thing for like $20, and it is good all year round. Year round. You're going to be part of a movement, starting something. We're getting a football program, essentially. Be the early trendsetter here. But there's just so much cool stuff. You can even get a Lock Dog Tees dog bowl over at the SGPN store, or a Let It Ride hat. 15% off all orders. Promo code March. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. All right. Shout out to Beers in Buffalo. The views are skyrocketing. Earlier start time will do that. Well, the benefit is there's no games on right now, man.
Yeah, there's no games on right now, and it's NCAA tournament time. Like, it's all skewed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too much into it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. But
let's get to
gentlemen.
One.
But we're
to
thankful
Thursday.
for all the live viewers. So
yeah, we are very thankful. Please, if you can, hit the like and subscribe. Also, check out the Sports Gambling Podcast, which will follow this show, Talking College Hoops. So look, I just want to paint the picture for you. We're done. This is the first 4 games we've covered. Now we're gonna jump to Thursday, March Madness, the first day of hoops, and I'm gonna go chronologically, time wise. Then at the end of the show, we'll talk NIT, day 1, which is tomorrow. Right.
Before we jump into the picks, how about this from Vintage Football Guy?
First off, from the start, Vintage Football Guy, greatest name, and I'm very sure I'll be good friends with you the second I meet you with that name. Giving us $5, boys. Convinced me to drive 7 hours to Philly to watch my favorite college, UCF, play in the dance for the first time in 8 years. I'm really considering it, dude. 7 hours is nothing. Mac drives. The only thing I'll recommend is gas up your car. All right. Pay attention to when the light comes on.
Yeah.
All right. Find a fucking gas station. I don't even wait for the light to go on for me. I just plan this shit out, but not everyone's like me.
You're actually wild.
I don't let that fucking light turn on, man.
What?
Light turns on, I get pissed. All right.
All right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't gamble like that. I gamble in other ways. All right. But yeah, 7. I mean, come on, dude. UCF. You gotta go. Johnny Dawkins back in Philly too. He played for the Sixers back in the day. Shout out to Mark giving us $10 too. Started the stream late, just caught up and saw Noah B pulled his correct Dundee at the beginning. Announcements again. See you Wednesday at Low Hang Bar. There we go, Mark.
There we go.
Drinks on us, brother. Get out there. Bring some friends.
Yeah, Circa doesn't know what's coming with the group that we're gonna have.
They don't know. Oh. All right. So look. I mean, how great is this day going to be Thursday? Everyone's going to be out there. By the way, we'll be at the Westgate. Come by on Thursday, the Westgate. But we open up the day with a fire matchup. Jamie Dixon and TCU are in Greenville, South Carolina, taking on Ohio State. Wow. Ohio State's laying 2.5. Series goes back to 1962. Greenville, South Carolina. Buckeyes are going to have that crowd. Bieniek, what do you think?
I don't think they're going to have any crowd. I don't think either team.
Buckeyes don't really travel too much for basketball. I
feel like Ohio State just has fans around the whole world.
I would say this is a very neutral crowd.
Duke, Carolina crowd that just happens to have TCU and Ohio State playing in the game.
Yeah, there you go. If anything, it probably is 60-40 Ohio State, but it's half empty is my guess.
Fair. I mean, I just know that I feel like you run into an Ohio State bar in almost every city. Mac, my first thought, actually, let me direct this to Bieniek because I know you're a Big 12. Just take every Big 12.
You're asking about Ohio State.
I hate Ohio State.
All right, well, fuck you. Well, my first thought was like Jamie Dixon's let me down a lot in the NCAA tournament, right? I like Jamie Dixon. I think this TCU team's been more impressive to me than Ohio State. But man, the Buckeyes have played really good ball lately with Diebler's cookies. They're winning 6 of their last 10. And I'm surprised that they're favored. I know they're the higher seeded team, but still, the 8-9, often you see the 9 favored in these matchups. I'm going to take TCU. I don't love it because I've gotten burnt on Jamie Dixon, some of his best teams. I thought at TCU a couple years ago. I've gotten really burnt. Remember I called for the Final Four guys one of those years. So, this team's good. Give me TCU. What's that?
I will say that year that you called for it, they lost in the round of 32 to Gonzaga. And they
competed in it.
Yeah.
I think they covered because I got fucked.
Yeah, they hit the half court shot. Remember the legendary half court cover?
Yeah, they should have covered. They shouldn't have needed the half court shot to cover, but they got
Shout out to D Lil, who says giving us $5 live from Columbus. Go Bucks.
Oh.
Mac, are you surprised with the number? Because I think the number is telling us to bet Ohio State.
No, the computers love Ohio State.
The computers love the Buckeyes.
They've been a computer darling for like 4 years now.
The cocktail napkin even likes the Buckeyes too. Like I told you, they're dangerously kind of streaking at the right time, which scares me. But Ohio State's -4 against TCU on the napkin. But actually, the way I'll point everybody in this game is like TCU's scrappy enough to make this a lower scoring close game. The total is 149, or the total is 146.5. The cocktail napkins got it at 149. I don't really agree with that either. That just, to me, I think it's skewing like the Buckeyes ways on computers and whatnot.
All right, give me the Horned Frogs, and I'm gonna bet it just because. Well, it's the first game of the day, boys.
Yeah.
Mac, I take it you're on the Horned Frogs, but why are you on the Horned Frogs?
Oh, absolutely, I'm on the Frog. Wrong team favored. I think TCU's a more battle-tested team. Like ever since the end of January, they've lost 2 games, and that was at UCF and then Kansas in the Big 12 tournament. Their one opponent in the Big 10 is Michigan, who they took wire to wire right to the end. They've beaten Florida. They obviously played all the Big 12 elite teams with Arizona, Houston, Iowa State. They beat Iowa State. I just think this is the more battle-tested team. They got bodies they can throw. Bruce Thornton. David Punch, a name to remember. Let's go. TCU Frogs outright. Let's go, Jamie. And first NCAA tournament game for Jake Diebler.
Yeah. That's a good point. That is a very good point. There.
Jamie is a dog.
That is a very good point there. Bieniek.
Yeah. Disagree with my cocktail napkin in every way. And I'm on TCU. I think they win the game. Even in the brackets, like take the 9 seed over the 8 because less people are going to take the 9, and then everybody's going to bounce whoever wins this game with Duke. So just take the upset and get a little bit of leverage against your bracket pool. In this one, my favorite pick is the Christoph Tilly lower than 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So here's step number 1 with Tilly. This guy's never healthy. And he's not really healthy right now. He missed one of the last 5 games. He's only played around 20 minutes the last 4 games. He's just never been healthy in his entire career, whether it's Santa Clara or Ohio State. He averages 26 minutes a game for Ohio State. He's not crossed this total of 17.5 points, rebounds, assists in 7 of the Buckeyes' last 10 games. Take the lower than 17.5 PRA on him. That's my favorite pick for the game.
I like that. And just a reminder, this is an SGPN secret here. First half unders, Weehawk reminding us for everything, even the playing games. Been doing this for a long time, and that thing's a cash machine. If you want more data on that, check out the Sports Gambling Podcast coming up next. But yeah, all right. So we still have not differed. 5 games in, triple lock TCU.
The Sports Gambling Podcast gave out all the data and historical percentages year over year on the podcast last night. So you can go over there and check it out right after this show.
Next up, we have the Trojan Men of Troy in Oklahoma City taking on Nebraska. Nebraska laying 13 points. The over under at 137.5 right now, I see. I'm locking up Troy. Nebraska, 6-6 their last 12 games. I think Troy's battle tested. They played. First off, their team's experience in this spot, having gone to. I know they lost a lot of guys from last year's team, but coaching staff and a few guys that were in this spot, and also they played well against San Diego State. They played well against USC, and Nebraska is not playing in Lincoln. Yes, they will make the 6-hour drive, but I still say it's a different arena. Let's go. Troy can stay within this number. Don't even hate the money line play. I'm locking up the Trojan Men plus 13. McIntyre.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. I mean, everybody's talked about this. Nebraska has not won an NCAA tournament ever in their program history. I like Nebraska to win the ball game. I'm not calling for the money line. But I do like Troy getting the points. They played Kentucky last year in the first round. I thought they were chippy in that game, but it got away late. Veteran group, Scott Cross, second time around. I like him to cover. I'll lock up Troy with you. I think Nebraska wins by single digits, but 13 is too many.
All right, we're still agreeing. Bieniek, what are we doing here?
Agreeing again. Like Troy's done super well punching up throughout the season, like playing tough opponents in non-conference, competing in almost every game, not really getting blown out. Like this is going to be a Nebraska crowd. The Cornhuskers are going to win the game. I feel pretty confident in saying that. Troy keeps it within, I would say within 10. Am I locking this, running to the window to bet Troy? No, not necessarily, but I think there's a lot more pressure on Nebraska to win this game than people realize because they just want to get that monkey off their back. Here's one of my favorite Underdog Fantasy pick'em plays and projections for the entire first round. Victor Valdez for Troy, higher than 10.5 points. This player projection is so disrespectful. The higher is 26-6 on the season. He's played one power conference team. It was USC. They did go to double overtime, but he scored 24 points in that matchup. I know Nebraska's defense is chippy, but Victor Valdez is one of the go-to scorers on the Trojans. He's scoring more than 10.5 points if they are competing in this game. Take the higher on that.
And he scored 20 against San Diego State as well. So you're right. I mean, that's the thing. Thomas Dodd is a beast for them, but Cooper Campbell played. They got multiple scoring options, man. Look at Cooper Campbell. I mean, what he did against USC: 32 points, 12 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals.
Double overtime, but yes.
Yeah. Still, that stat line's still crazy. I'm just saying they have multiple guys that can go for it each night. So yeah, triple lock on the Trojan men.
Oh, Colby, I'm trying to jump in for you. This one's easy peasy. This is going to be me hanging out with my new soon-to-be best friend, CJ Sullivan, that came up with the Troy system. It is as follows. Troy has to bet on Troy. So lock up Troy.
That's a great model
right there.
Yes,
that is a quadruple lock. Let's get that going. And shout out to the Bet Detective, who will be out there, host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, right here. Check that out. He'll be out at the Circa on Wednesday. Weehawk like in the Troy first half money line plus 360. I do like that. I do like that as well. All right. So those are the first 2 games to tip, right? But as you know, this is kind of how it works. So out here, Pacific time, 9:15, you get the TCU Ohio State game, 9:40, Troy, Nebraska. And that goes right into this game. South Florida is in Buffalo, New York, taking on the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville laying 4.5. Series goes back to 1985. It's that 5.5 number, right? It's that 5.5 number.
It's come down.
What are you seeing right now?
No, I mean it opened. I think it's 7 or 6.5.
It has steadily trickled down the entire time.
This is the Key Bank Center. Now I will say it's the last time they played Louisville won by 26, but that was 12 years ago. We get you with the good nuggets here. We talked about this, Bieniek. You had sent a text message to us.
Yeah, this was a great nugget that I didn't know until like after we did our show.
Yeah. And it was trying to find this message.
I didn't know you were teeing me up. So Brian Hodgson is from the Western New York area, so very close to Buffalo,
which is why he's been rumored for the Syracuse job.
Correct, and he's heading back to New York. His pops has dementia. His father has never watched him coach college basketball as a head coach before. Now he's heading back home. His dad's going to be in the arena. This is very similar to Pep Cronin, Mick Cronin. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
like
I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah.
Like, Michigan State's the second round game. They do not want anything to do with this storyline. I think South Florida is going to make some noise. Like one of the best storylines in the first round of the NCAA tournament is right here, South Florida, Louisville. And I think South Florida has the athletes to be able to run up and down the floor with Louisville. I think they match up quite well. I'm locking up USF. I'm sprinkling a little bit on the money line. This is one of my favorite money line looks. I think they have the goods to compete with the Cardinals. And Louisville's just not done super well competing against quality competition. So I like the Bulls in their one chance in the NCAA tournament against a quality team.
And I'm with you. And look, we obviously the elephant in the room, Michael Brown's situation, game time decision with the back injury. I think he plays, but at the same time, I still think that can throw off chemistry. I don't know how sharp he'll play. I am running with the Bulls as well. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
I am going to battle you guys. Listen, I know Brian Hudson. I've known him since he was the Jamestown Community College coach. We had a guy that we were recruiting at West Virginia. I've seen everybody share this story, and they didn't even know Brian Hudson's name 10 minutes ago. So this has got a little bit of that public dog trendy spot feel to it. Louisville still got some motherfuckers in the backcourt. Those guards are good whether Brown plays or not. Pat Kelsey and company, everybody loved them last year. They laid a fat egg against Creighton. I think they come in with a chip on their shoulder. I'm fading the trendy dog here. I think Louisville makes shots and they pull away. They're good as a bully. They're not good when they play a tough-ass team with some shit to them. I don't think South Florida's like those other teams at punching up. So give me Louisville, lay the points.
What's the weakness, though, of Louisville, Mac? Like personnel-wise?
Inside.
Isaiah Nelson. That's USF's best player. He's a monster on the glass. And, I think he's trouble. I think USF matches up very well with Louisville. The player projection here, one of my favorites actually as well. So we're going to go with Wes Ennis or Enos. I forget how that's pronounced, the last name there.
I think it's Ennis, right? Ennis,
yeah, that was my guess first. So higher than 17.5 points in this matchup against Louisville. So first off, in the last 10 games, it's 8-2. And then I think Louisville's pace, up and down the floor, a lot more possessions in this game. I think that helps a lot for this higher than 17.5 points. This is also one of my favorite picks in the first round. So back to back, this unplanned, but two of my favorite picks: Troy, Victor Valdez, higher than 7.5 points; Wes Ennis, higher than 17.5 points for USF.
There we go. And McIntosh is battling us.
Crush your enemies.
Louisville.
See them driven before you.
We got our battle. McIntosh on the card. Dundee and Bieniek running with the Bulls of South Florida. Shout out to All Right giving us $20. Does the 165, and I see 165.5 right now, total seem low to y'all?
On that game, Louisville, South Florida?
I would say yes, but I do feel like everyone I've seen talk about this game has said the over will be the play. I will say, what about the jitters? Mm-hmm. The jitters of just being in, one of the first games of the day. Yeah. South Florida. When's the last time they were in the tournament?
Stan Heath.
No. Didn't Amir Abdur?
No.
Oh no, they didn't win the tournament.
Yeah. Didn't they go to the Sweet 16 20 years ago?
Stan Heath.
South Florida.
2013. I remember doing research on this for the ticket punch graphic. I think it was 2013.
2012. Stan Heath.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry, Matt. I heard you saying Stan Heath. I just didn't know what.
Yeah, no, because they were in the Big East. They randomly won. They lost to Ohio U, I believe, in the round of 32.
I just wanted to bring up this incredible
also
handicap.
With that total question that was just asked for Louisville, South Florida. I'm double checking this, what my cocktail napkin had, but right now the number I have on my notes, it liked the under. So so the cocktail napkin had this at 152.5. Or sorry, no, 162.5. Forgot to carry that one. But it's still under, still likes the under there.
That had to be your bull. Troy, what were you saying? Wasn't Troy saying something?
Yeah, I put I don't know if I'll be able to scroll back. No, it's all good. Patty Ice. This is the kind of handicapping that you're really looking for right here. Old C Red.
There you go.
Handicapping.
And shout out to anyone going to the games. If you're gonna be looking live, remember, take a photo, tag us at TCE on SGPN. We respect the people going out supporting live fucking college sports. Yeah. All right, so tag us. We like to retweet that shit. And you saw Mac. He was on the front. He might be the face of the Mac now after that fucking performance there at the Mac tournament there.
Yeah. Colby, for those that are just tuning in, my computer for whatever reason does not like the platform that we stream from, and I'm looking at other windows. I can't hear Troy for whatever reason. That's why I maybe have mistakenly spoken over him on that last game. So,
Oh, nice. We should just do a podcast. It'd be cool if you didn't hear me either. Right? Can we try that?
Yeah,
one?
I mean that's all I can't control it.
That would actually work really well on the Steffi Small show. You wouldn't have to hear her talk.
Oh God.
Oh.
No, I just saw that there were a lot of yapper comments on the Mac feature show earlier today. So check that out.
Keep my girl out of this.
Yes, Moneyline Mac was on the Steffi Small show. Check out the Steffi Small show. Folks, want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness that is college hoops. Rhythm generates brackets that you can use for any contest. How about this? Last year, a Rhythm user went 25-2 in this bracket challenge thanks to Rhythm's AI model. Oh my God, what a run. What a heater. Looking to go premium. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. That's Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Download it. Promo code SGPN25. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Yes, Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. With Novig, you are getting the best prices. Download the Novig app. Get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code. That is SGPN there. Get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. And it's also Happy March Madness. Merry March. But it's also Merch Madness over here at SGPN. 15% off everything in our store with the promo code March. Yes, the new Let It Ride shirt. It's a Mac to School t-shirt, a Pick Dundee t-shirt. How about a court storming t-shirt? We got that all out there. But also, don't forget, we're doing a promo, a special. 80. We're 80 away, I think. 81 maybe. George Mason, start your football program t-shirts. Be a part of something. Don't just die off not contributing much to planet Earth. All right. If you can help us get this, we're gonna do a whole episode. You're gonna be the foundation of George Mason starting their football program. So just type in Fairfax, Virginia in the store, or start your football program. And then order away the shirt. Green shirt too. I mean, you could wear that for St. Patty's Day. Great for Christmas time. Great stocking stuffer. Great birthday present. But yeah, get on over there. We're trying to get this. If we can we got to get 80 in the next got about 20 days. So we need to step it up a little bit here. So please, if you can, jump on over there. George Mason, start your football program. T-shirts, promo code March. Get over there and bring football to Fairfax, Virginia. All right. Next up.
I know I mentioned this before, Colby, but before I head out on Wednesday morning, if you are anywhere in that Fairfax area, take a little drive over there and get on Instagram or Snapchat and look for our Start Your Football Program geotags and put it all over your story and post it everywhere. And if you have a shirt and wear it in there, I'll find a way to send you something cool from my recent findings of moving. I'll find you something cool like a 06 Mason Final Four shirt or something.
Yeah, we'll add to that. We'll get you some stuff too. All right. Let's go. All right. So look, we're still on the morning slate here. This is still 10:30 in the morning when the South Florida Louisville game's happening. But then we get the High Point Panthers taking on the Wisconsin Badgers in Portland, Oregon, of all places. I see the Badgers are laying 9.5. The over under at 164.5 right now. This is actually one of the ones I've had a harder time with. I think this is. I know High Point has spent a lot of money on their roster, but I think it's all going to come crashing down here. They just haven't looked sharp to me, even though they spent a lot of money on their roster. I know Wisconsin in March has always been a tricky read. They've had some early exits. But I'm on the Badgers. I'm going to lay the 9.5. I think this is Guard's best team in a while, maybe the best team in his whole tenure. The more I think about it. So I am going to lay the 9.5. I think it might take a while to get there, but I think we'll get home. Lay in the 9.5. McIntosh, what are you doing here in Portland?
I'm locking up High Point. I like Wisconsin's been such an up and down team. I know
High Point has too.
Well, I mean, they're still what on the year 30-4. They're on a 14-game win streak. They went.
I know, but they had some wins by like, dude. I mean, I watched them because they were close to my house. Like they had some like what like a 1-point win against Presbyterian or something. Anyway, continue.
I just think with Wisconsin, we fall in love with the big wins, the marquee wins that everybody watch. They also got blown out at Oregon. They got blown out at Ohio State. They lost to Indiana. They lost to USC at home. They've been up and down this year, in my opinion. High Point already got the bye game out of their way last year. Everybody loved them against Purdue, and and everybody got burnt. I'm taking the year after the year. I think that they got enough playmakers to hang in with Wisconsin here. Early game. This is what time does this game start out in Portland local time? This is going to be
that is a good point. That is 10 a.m. right? 10:50 a.m.
Yeah, give me 12-5 upset. High Point.
I think that
money
affects
line.
both teams. Like they're both traveling out there. It's a farther trip for High Point than it is Wisconsin.
It is, but
Wisco's on Central Time.
I'm just talking about it. It's a sleepy spot being that early. I think that favors the dog. I think High Point's got enough shot makers to hang in with Wisconsin. Wisconsin not as good defensively as they have been in the past. Give me High Point, and you know what? I'm calling my shot. High Point money line over Wisconsin. Down goes the Big Ten early.
Bieniek, what are you doing here, buddy?
So I'm pulling this up real quick because I just want to counter Mac. Like, yeah, he makes great points. A lot of the non-con performances that Wisconsin did not look pretty in early on makes a lot of sense because Nick Boyd was still kind of working his way into the rotation and in favor, of this offense. Now he's the floor general because he was going alongside Blackwell, and now both of them work super well together next to each other in conference play. I mean, Wisconsin has been so good in the Big Ten. I just want to pull this up real quick. So in conference play, Nick Boyd is averaging 21.5 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 boards. Like, he's just been an animal the last 2 months of the season. They've peaked right at the right time you want to do. Like, you want to peak, playing your best ball. They didn't win the conference tournament, so I'm not necessarily worried about a hangover. The cocktail napkin has them as a 14-point favorite. I think there's a ton of value here with the Badgers playing their best ball at the right time. And High Point, we've always worried about the Big South punching up in the NCAA tournament. This is a conference that historically just gets blown out left and right in these games. And last year, they were the cute pick against Purdue. Didn't quite come through there. So yeah, I like Wisconsin to lay the points here. The underdog pick, Nolan Winter lower than 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So Winter has missed the last 4 games due to an ankle injury. And in the previous 5 games, this player projection was 4-1. I just question whether or not he's going to be fully 100% and getting a lot of the option and opportunities to score. The rebounds will be there against High Point, I think. But we're talking about a big, like, with a foot injury, that's a little worrisome. So I'm going lower than 22.5 PRA.
There we go. And we got a battle here. Mac is on High Point. Dundee and Bieniek are on the Badgers on Wisconsin. Fire matchup, fun matchup. Now we jump over to, they shouldn't have been a 16, the Siena St. Bernards.
Hey, Colby, real quick, the chat talked about it. They're flying a lot of High Point alum out there because
they have money. They have money.
Like,
yeah.
remember how many fans they had against fucking Purdue last year?
Yeah.
They're going to have more than Wisconsin fans out there.
No,
I don't know.
You're
Wisconsin travels
drunk.
well too.
You
though.
are drunk.
Yeah.
Wisconsin fans can't get to Portland. They're fucking.
Dude, they come to fucking the Rose Bowl. I can tell you that because I used to bartend in a hotel, and when they would come to the Rose, remember they played like TCU in the Rose Bowl. That shit was ridiculous. Now, I do think they do care more about football than basketball, probably, but
they're still a very passionate basketball fan base too.
High Point, let's go.
Sure, like great pick. I'm rooting against you, but I hope you don't lose all your money. But you're drunk on that. Wisconsin's going to have more fans.
No.
Yeah.
And then when Wisconsin starts losing, the next game everybody's going to be rooting against Wisconsin.
That happens everywhere. Like,
yeah.
Sure, use that analysis for the game to cherry pick it, whatever you want.
But they're going to have more fans. Wisconsin. Wisconsin don't travel like that.
You're crazy. You're wrong here.
Drunk.
You're wrong here. Dude, Big Ten enrollments are insane, bro.
Yeah.
They got no fans out in Portland.
What are you talking about? People, they move out there to fucking do drugs and not shower and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
nobody's moving to Portland. What are you talking about? That place blows.
Dude, Oregon's a beautiful fucking state. Oregon's a
Oregon's
beautiful
City.
fucking
City.
state.
Oregon.
No, Oregon.
Yeah. Oregon's beautiful. Portland, not so much.
Dude, you can go on a hike. I took Muddy Waters on a hike like 15 minutes outside of Portland. That was incredible. Like 13 waterfalls, just, magic mushrooms. Next thing you know, you're hanging out with strangers in a fucking old Volkswagen van. You know what I mean? You're telling stories, passing a doobie. Just a good old time, right? But hey, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful state. These Badgers are gonna go out there, all right? These crazy fucks, what most serial killers per capita, right? The state with the most serial killers, Wisconsin. Serial killers like to travel. They do. Siena is taking on Duke. Siena getting 28.5. Good God, Jerry Mack. He's had March Madness before. Magical March Madnesses before. Obviously, Caleb Foster's out. Ngongba also game time decision with the foot injury there. Sign me up for the 28.5. What the fuck is this? Duke wins by 20. 28.5?
I mean, was anybody impressed with Duke at the ACC tournament? I know they won it, but I just think that the ACC isn't very good after Duke.
All right.
Well,
here's
I think Carolina's good, but they're injured. Yeah.
I still think Duke has extreme athleticism and the defense is really good. And it's been very good the last 2 years. Like Siena's going to struggle to score. I like the under 136.5. The cocktail napkins got it at 134.5. It has Duke just as a 26.5 point favorite, Colby. So maybe you're seeing something there, but I see this also having a possibility of like Siena scoring 40 points and Duke scores 70. And it's just really tough for me to get on the Siena side and want to run to the window and back that.
Yeah, I would say power play wise, this is the game I feel least about.
Yeah.
But especially because it's going to be a Duke crowd with the momentum there. But look, I'm going to take the points here, 28.5. And shout out to Mike. He goes, I was in Portland over the weekend. Bunch of junkies by the train station there. Yep.
How about
I know that train station.
how about this for the underdog pick too? So like you mentioned, Caleb Foster, Gongba, both have been out the last couple of games. So Isaiah Evans, higher than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Duke. With the Blue Devils playing shorthanded, Evans has had 18 PRA in his last 3 games without those 2 starters. And I think against a mid-major team, like he may be able to get a little bit more opportunity with his size, length, athleticism to create his own shot and be able to score a little bit more points to get us over that. But yeah, not one of my favorites, but that was my favorite look. I just think they're a lot more sharper on this Duke matchup, trying not to lose as much money on a public team, right?
So you're actually laying it on your pick though?
No, I'll take the points with Siena. My favorite.
Okay.
I like the under. Give me the under 136.5. There we go. That's my lock.
Bieniek locking up the under. We're all on Siena.
Yeah, I'm on Siena. I think that's too many. I don't like Duke coming into this tournament. Shocker. Like I think they're banged up, man. They're banged up, and I don't know how they were the one overall seed, but I'm glad they are because they somehow got the hardest bracket. Made no sense.
The problem is like how good is Siena? Right? Like Siena, they were definitely not the best team in the conference most of the season. They lost to Indiana by 21. I just think they're going to be ready. Jerry Mack magic, and they lose by 21 again. Give me a give me a nice cover here. Maybe Duke's up 30 with like 2 minutes left, and they hit a couple threes, but we get home. Let's go. Next up, so that game's at 11:50 a.m. Now we shift into the afternoon out there in what's it on Pacific time, of course. McNeese State, Vanderbilt in Oklahoma City. Vanderbilt laying 10.5 points. So the lines come down a half a point since I made this slide this afternoon. Guys, I like the doors here. I think McNeese had the benefit of playing the home games. I don't think they're nearly as good as a year ago. And I know the doors were, Byington has them playing really good ball. They had a nice SEC tournament appearance, even though they didn't win it. I just think McNeese is a little phony this year. I think McNeese should have lost to the Mexicans. and then they were lucky enough that Stephen F. Austin no-showed in that championship game. But I'm on the Doors. I think Doors win by 15 or so here. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I love Vanderbilt. I think this one I think this is a trendy 12-5 for whatever reason, or sorry, 4-13. Just because everybody saw McNeese do it last year, but I think the casuals don't realize Wade isn't coaching McNeese anymore. He's actually at NC State. This McNeese team is not the same team from last year. Vanderbilt's got those guards. I think they're more explosive, and I think they blow it open late. I think they got too many shot makers for McNeese. I think McNeese is phony. Vandy, lock it up.
I'm with you. And Nevada McNeese with the romance novel logo. There we go. Where running waters meet. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so maybe my read on like what everybody's talking about is a little bit different than Max. Like, I feel a lot of people have been talking about Vandy being underseeded, therefore, like they like them to make a little bit of a deep run. So, well, I feel like a lot of people are kind of overlooking McNeese. My read on it was I think that Vandy should be able to handle McNeese because McNeese is like high pressure defense. I think is going to struggle against Vandy's athletes who can create their own shot. We're talking like Tyler Tanner, who's one of the best guards in the country and at doing that. So I like Vanderbilt to win. I think McNeese could be a little feisty, but overall maybe Vandy pulls away late. I like the under in this one. The total was at 150.5. The cocktail napkins got this at 148. I do think that buckets could be tough to come by in this. And the underdog pick lower than 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Vanderbilt's Duke Miles. On the season, he is averaging 24 PRA. And since returning from injury, the last 8 games, the lower than 25.5 PRA is 6-2.
So double lock on the Doors. And you're on the over, correct?
Under 150.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Double lock. Beating on the under.
First down.
Shout out to Troy for 527 viewers. Please hit the like and subscribe button. iTunes, Spotify, if you can as well. Helps us. All right. No harm, no foul. What's the worst thing that happens? All right. Jump over there. Hit that subscribe. We're grateful. Next up, let's jump to the Bison of North Dakota State. Take it on Sparty. Tom Izzo in Michigan State in Buffalo, New York, of all places. Sparty's laying 15.5. Give me the Bison plus 15.5. This has come down to point. I'm with that. Michigan State wins by 14, by 12, by 11. I don't expect this game to be close, but I do think the Bison can hang around and potentially cover this game. Not one of my favorite plays because I do think they still could lose by 20, but I think Sparty wins by 12, 13. Give me the points and the Bison. Mac, what are you doing here?
I am locking up Sparty. They lost the last 2 games coming into this tournament. Izzo called out his team's effort. He's had a week to chew on this thing. I think they're going to come out and drill North Dakota State. So I will lock up Sparty. The Summit has struggled the last couple years in this tournament. I think they get choked out here. Give me Izzo and company. Lay the points.
Well, they had Oral Roberts magic a couple years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Omaha.
Since then. Yeah.
Omaha actually was feisty early with St. John's. They died late.
Yeah, they're gonna just like the Bison are gonna die in this. Dead.
Steven's cracking me up here. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I view this matchup very similarly to last year's Bryant Michigan State and the 215. Like what North Dakota State does really well is they pound the glass. They dominated the Summit League on the boards, and they shoot the 3-ball. What does Michigan State do really well? Well, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the country, and their perimeter defense is really good. Bryant got blown out by 25, and that was kind of the cute 15 that a lot of people liked last year. I kind of see it going the same way with Michigan State. I'm going to lay the number with this game. The total is the more interesting part for me. I like the under. That's going to be my bet with the side or total in this one. Give me the over. Sorry. I like the over 143.5. The cocktail napkins got it at 147.5. That's just, I think, the bigger edge for me, I guess, in that one. Didn't like a whole lot in this matchup. Not one of my favorites. The underdog fantasy pick for me was Jordan Scott. So this is a guy off the bench for Sparty, a guard that's kind of gotten a bigger role, gotten more playing time in the last month. Give me him higher than 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. It's 8-4 in the last 12 games. And if Michigan State kind of dresses this one up, the bench will get more time in this. I like that. 8-4 in his last 12. Jordan Scott higher than 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
There we go. And so jump on that. I do like that play. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel super strong about this one. I would say this and the Duke one are the ones that I feel like are the weaker links for me, but I am still going to battle these piles of shit over here. All right.
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
Dundee. Riding with the Bison with Jerry Davis, Mac, and Phoenix saying, go Sparty. Shout out to Jason Cruz giving us $5. Don't mean, I think is what he's trying to say, to be in my feels, but I'm drunk. Love y'all. Don't know what we'd do without y'all show. Hey, there we go.
We don't know what we would do either, actually.
Look, we're all drinking here. Cheers, man.
I just wanted to bring up this
of,
one. Oh, sorry, no. I wanted to bring up this one real quick because Dundee's on the Bison. This game is in Buffalo. Buffalo's Bison. There could be some magic here. Could be some magic.
Where the Buffalo roam.
So I was looking at this slide, which says 150.5, and that was the incorrect total. So when I was talking, like, I actually like the total a lot. I actually don't. So I haven't placed anything yet because I want all my tickets in paper when we're out there in Circa instead of on a sports book, and then I can't get that money back after I am out in Vegas. So I haven't placed anything yet. So I'll change to Michigan State spread is my bet in this game.
Shout out to Clark. He says, usually the Summit teams are all 5 whites. They are not. That is a good point. I don't know if that's Clark. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Omaha wasn't last year either. They weren't all 5 white.
Well, here's how like, I feel like the best black athletes they can get might be stapled to the ground like the whites are. So I don't know if it's, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Because there's going to be less chest passes, less 12-footers off the glass. You know, like it's an interesting angle here. I wonder what our data says on that. I got to look at Omaha because I think Omaha might be the only exhibit we have. Actually, I guess Oral Roberts had Max Asmus, right? I feel like the big man was a white dude though. Remember he was at like what's his name? Vanover? Was it Vanover his name? Yeah.
He ended up at Arkansas.
Yeah. Let's go. Shout out to Carlton in the chat who's helped us out with the slides over the course of the season. Best time of year, brother. Let's go. Next up we have the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors getting 15 against Jerry Davis's Arkansas Razorbacks. Is it still 15? 15.5? Wow.
Bro.
Well, there's this guy named Darius Acuff who's an absolute beast. Carter Knox, game time decision from what I see here. It's still too many points for me. Calipari's, he never covers in the first round.
I was never going to say everybody hated Cal. Now everybody's blowing him all week because he won the SEC tournament again, where he played Oklahoma and Ole Miss 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
Look, in Hawaii, I didn't realize that I've watched a lot of Hawaii basketball, but I somehow never paid attention to the name Big Fish, Isaac Big Fish Johnson. I'm not fading Big Fish here, especially in Portland, Oregon. It's the June Jones game here. I think the Rainbow Warriors are going to cover this game. I know they've been known for their defense this year, and it does scare me against Acuff a little bit. But we've seen Calipari lose to who?
Oakland.
Saint and also Saint Peter's got him.
Yeah.
Give me the Rainbow Warriors. It is a hard ticket to Portland. All right. Mac, any other points you want to say here?
This is when you fade the overreaction from the casuals that come in and they watch one weekend of Arkansas basketball and go, "Oh, this team is Final Four contender and they're going to beat Arizona." My ass. Have you seen them play defense the last month? They don't guard anybody.
And remember, Hawaii went to Eugene early in the year. Should have won that game. Lost at the buzzer. The buzzer against the Ducks. Yeah,
they have size, and as great as Acuff is, man, and those guards, man, they're freshmen. They're young.
Yeah.
So Calipari, great as a dog. If he gets in a dog spot and a foxhole spot, he's great with the rah get up spot. I think Hawaii's live in this game. I'm not gonna say that they're gonna win the game outright, but I think they're right there. I see
you two coming around. You guys shit on me for picking Hawaii as my live dog in this region.
Well, I had Irvine that day. I mean,
I got so much shit here. I like the Bows. I think they're live. Like, they start 4 seniors. They have a lot of depth up front with size. Yeah, like, I think that actually matches up very well with Arkansas with the depth and experience they have up front. Like, hey, Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff are going to get theirs. They're tremendous guards. I love Acuff. He's from my area here in Michigan. Like, those guys are going to eat. They're probably going to put up 50 points combined between the two of them. Like, remember that Oakland year? They had star guards at Kentucky too. Like, they had 3 guys drafted within the top 15. Like, that doesn't move me at all. Like, I think that Hawaii, with the experience and with like their group, I think they'll give Arkansas just enough issues. Plus 15.5 is my favorite play on this. I think Hawaii will be competitive, possibly live as a money line dog here, Colby.
Well, also Aran Ganat, their head coach, he has won in the tournament with Hawaii. The last time he took them to the tournament, he's done a really good job coaching this program. It's a hard program, and like, they knocked off Cal back in I mean, it was his first year there, but it was a while back. But like, he's still done a good job with this program. I feel like most years they were a winning team. So yeah, triple lock on the Rainbow Warriors to stay within this number.
Hey, real quick before you do the music, who's better, UC Irvine or Oklahoma and Ole Miss? I think
Oklahoma, Ole Miss, like Vanderbilt, they played in the SEC tournament. That's all their hype built off of.
That's a great win over Vanderbilt. That was impressive. But I would argue Hawaii had a tougher game in the championship than those other 2 fucking bad SEC teams.
Clark, they have size and some physicality. Like, I don't think they're super physical, like an SEC forward type of deal, but they've got 5 guys that are 6'8", and I mean, Jitis Nemexa was a starter for this team last year, and he's barely seeing any time this time around. Like, Ruladef and Isaac Big Fish Johnson have been their guys this season, so I like them a lot to match up with Arkansas up front.
And this is where I am curious because Jerry Davis's point, he's an Arkansas fan. Like, he did a deep dive on Hawaii, lowest percentage of defensive help on ball screens, and that's something that's been known. I feel like this year that I wonder with 5 days. Remember, they're not. And I saw an interview. They're not going back to the island. They're staying here in the States because so I wonder if this is something they work on in practice.
This is in Portland. It's just a short jog up north from
Vegas. Yeah. I wonder though if they work on that in practice because that did jump out to me too. It was like, man, Acuff could go off.
Malik Thomas.
Yeah.
That's actually the underdog pick for me. I was looking at Acuff, but I liked the trend with Thomas more. So we're going higher than 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Malik Thomas. On the season, he's averaging 21. And the Hogs guards, I just think it's a little bit of a mismatch in the backcourt against Hawaii. Thomas has dropped 28 plus in 2 of the last 4 games. So that's just crossing the 20.5 on its own there.
Yeah.
And also, we act like Cal hasn't had great guards before and get upset in this tournament.
Yeah.
How many motherfuckers? He's got half the NBA in Kentucky, and he fucking got upset every other year.
Well, and remember they got
They
got Kansas in the first round, but Kansas is like a get up team last year, right? So I mean, like anytime you're playing Kansas, that gets your attention. Go back to the previous time, Oakland, they lose, right? Mm-hmm. When he's at Kentucky. Then the year before that, they got Providence, but it was a close game. It was a really close game. It was like a 7 or 8 point game. The time before that, they lost to St. Peter's. So he struggled when they're not a sexy name. Like in hindsight, we should have took them all day to beat Kansas. I think we did actually, but I didn't take them against the Johnnies. And in hindsight, I should have picked them because they're so good. Calipari's a very good coach. When it's a big game and you have to get your guys up for it, I just don't think Hawaii moves that needle for them for him. So,
dude, they had 2 lottery picks on that Kentucky team that lost to Oakland. Rob Dillingham, Reed Shepherd, both of those guys were fantastic in that fucking loss.
Yeah. Shout out to Patty Ice giving us $10. Stacking on what Jason Cruz said. I've watched every episode of TCE, the college football experience, the FCS college football experience, and the college basketball experience. Navigated tough times in my life with you guys in my ear. Incredibly grateful. Hey, that's a 2-way street, brother. That's a 2-way street. All right. I mean, yeah.
These comments are always so funny because they come in right after like a, dude, Mac, shut the fuck up. Holy shit.
Yeah, you pile of shit.
You fucking
you're hitting at my heartstrings here. Yeah, let's go.
Thanks for helping me through tough times.
Actually, go back to that. Like, when have I fucking rode Arkansas?
I've rode Arkansas. I can admit.
You rode Arkansas? Fuck Arkansas. Yeah. How about that? Fuck
I liked Arkansas a lot.
All right, let's go. Lock it up. I make it pretty consistent. I fade Calipari when he's a
I took Arkansas to win the SEC tournament, but I just come on, you got to be honest. It's a sleepy game. Hawaii hasn't been in the tournament in a fucking decade.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm still taking Arkansas in my bracket. I have them actually losing to Wisconsin, but I'll feel like a fool if they get to the second weekend because I've liked this team.
I once upon a time, I remember the boys from VSiN laughing at me when I gave out Oakland on the money line against Kentucky on their program.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Who's coaching Kentucky? Oh, Calamari.
That's something Bieniek won't order in Vegas is calamari. Next up, we have VCU, North Carolina, in Greenville, South Carolina. Those Duke fans are there first. You don't let these heel fans in, man. You don't let them in. You stay there. All right. Carolina, has this line moved? Let me see here. Carolina's laying 2.5. So a little bit of money coming in on the heels against the Rams of VCU. And I said this the other day on our reaction show. Look, the crowd scares me a little bit momentum wise, but VCU is red hot. They've won like 10 of 11. And they already
strong A10.
Well, and they already had like the pressure of the play-in. I love chasing that. I love chasing that. Carolina's beat up. The Duke fans will be rooting against them. The TCU/Ohio State fans will be rooting against them. This is my money line here. I know it's a little yapper. VCU is going to beat North Carolina. Remember, there's no Caleb Wilson. We're on this. Mac, what are you doing here?
Oh, you knew which way I was going to go. This was like the easiest one to project which side Mac will be on. I've seen VCU 5-6 times in person. They've gotten better and better throughout the year. Martelli's done a great job. They got
the Martellis, because his brother's the assistant coach. A great photo the other day for I feel like the ones watching our show. I know we get some TMZ ones in now, but the hardcore college basketball fans like us that have been, and the fans that rock with us all year, each and every year. How cool is it when you see, just in general, even if you hate, St. Joe's or whoever, I love it when you see the whole family shit. You know what I mean? You got the whole family. It's like why I like Belichick coming back to North Carolina. Speaking of the heels, was that knowing that his pops, his grandfather, like all coached at North Carolina, and now he's got his sons coaching on his staff with him. It's just cool. Shout out to the Martellis, man. Great college basketball family. But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue.
No, all good. I completely agree. You know me, I love to pump the VCU Richmond area. So VCU's gotten a shit draw. I feel like the last couple times they've been in this tournament, they had to play St. Mary's out west, and then the last time they had to play BYU at Elevation. I think they finally got a good draw. I think Carolina, like you said, super banged up. I would argue I'm getting the better coach too as a dog. I think Bartelli's more proven than Hubert Davis. I know Hubert Davis went to a natty, but I'm out on the whole Hubert Davis at Carolina. I think the guards are really good. They're making shots. They got the athletes. They got the size inside. I like VCU. They've won 17 out of 18 and an underrated A10. Ram it. Let's go. Lock it up.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I like VCU here. I think they have a shot to pull the upset. The cocktail napkins only have them as a one dog, or the cocktail napkin only has them as a 1 point dog. I'm double checking the totals just because I'm scarred from that one other game. And yeah, just off the total of that one too. So 152 shades to the under, but I'll take VCU as my pick and lock for the game here. I just think a lot of what you guys already said, physical team, North Carolina shorthanded. I think that may have a chance to wear on the Tar Heels over, the full 40. But not one of my favorites, not one of my favorite bets that I love. The underdog pick here is North Carolina's Derek Dixon, lower than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists. This projection is actually 10-2 on the freshman's last 12 games. VCU, I think, should just make this an ugly game. They match up well with UNC and Dixon, so lower than 15.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Triple lock on the Ram. Shout out to Sammy giving us $20. Thanks for another awesome season of college hoops. Much appreciated from us as well, brother. Thank you. I do want to talk. Hold on. Someone was saying they were fading the whole ACC. What are you talking about? We said Duke's going to win by 20. We're on the pussy pack against Texas. So what? Who else did we fade? We faded Louisville, but Mac battled us there, so he's on Louisville. Who else?
Moneyline Mac is an pro ACC this year, guys. Last year, hey, by the way, if you faded the ACC, you did quite well. They were atrocious in the tournament.
Yeah,
true.
Fading SMU.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm fading.
They don't register as an ACC team to me.
It wasn't on purpose, but I'm fading all but 2 ACC teams in the first round. The only 2 ACC teams that I'm picking in my bracket are Virginia and Miami, or actually 3: Duke, Virginia, Miami.
You already tipped his hand on those.
So we look. I just wanted to throw this up here because time-wise, this is the way it's going to work out. The next game will be the Howard UMBC winner against Michigan. We know they're live. We'll know they'll beat them 100%. Bieniek, who would you rather play?
I would. I don't know why it's taking me this long to decide, but I really
He's scared. He's scared.
I don't know which one poses more issues, to be honest, because I don't know. Maybe Howard, I guess. I would rather see UMBC, I guess. I don't know.
If they fucking lose this game, that motherfucker's gonna be drowning himself in the Circa pool. We won't ever see him.
Oh, I know. I'll help him drown. All right.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Let's go. I won't hold you down. I'll just verbally help you drown. Keep going lower. Keep going lower. Lower. Don't breathe. Don't breathe, pussy. Right?
How long can you hold your breath? Longer.
Keep holding your breath. Keep holding your breath. Next up, and this goes to the next game too, by the way, which will be BYU against NC State and Texas. And back to our topic of fading the ACC. I have NC State beating BYU outright, and I'll tell you this: if NC State was to lose to Texas, I also have the Longhorns beating BYU. I think BYU is they got hit with injuries, so I don't want to say they're complete frauds, but I think they're frauds with the hand they've been dealt. We don't have a line on these. Yeah.
I think NC State would be my pick to cover that game too. I don't know about money line yet.
Yeah.
I like BYU because I think those 2 teams on the left suck. I actually think BYU, they got the boxes still. And I will say BYU was really good in the non-con. Their only loss was to UConn by 2 points in Boston. So maybe a little Big 12 fatigue. New breath of fresh air here.
There you go. So that jumps over to this, and yes, we will pick the NIT games right after these final few games here. Texas A&M, St. Mary's. Well, I've been taking. This is like contrast in styles, by the way. This is a fascinating matchup. If you're a junkie like us, I feel like you have A&M and Buckyball, which plays at the top 20 pace in the country against this is a rather fast Randy Bennett team.
Yeah.
But they're still 287th in pace. Guys, I'm hoping for St. Mary's. I was listening to another show today that said St. Mary's is a great matchup. Like they're licking their chops to see Houston. Completely disagree with that show. I think St. Mary's. Yeah, they're looking at their chat. I was like, what? What kind of analysis are we giving away here? But I do think the Gales get there for that Houston game. Give me the Gales. I'm going to lay the 3. I'm going to lock it up. McIntosh, what are you doing here?
I don't know if anybody's licking their chops to play Houston. That sentence doesn't exist. Who the fuck wants to get trapped every ball?
Especially St. Mary's. It's like their play. Like that's just the type of team that will fuck up St. Mary's to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like St. Mary's loves to play defense and kind of bring you into the muck. Houston's very comfortable and super athletic at playing in the muck. What are you doing here, man?
I kind of like the other side, man. I just think Buckyball. They're old too. They
are super old. Them and UCF are the two oldest teams in the tournament.
And as much as I love St. Mary's, I pump the St. Mary's train every year. I think that this is a overachieving team compared to previous years. I feel like
it will be an A&M crowd too.
In Oklahoma City. I'm going to battle you. I'm going to take A&M, and I think Buckyball and company are going to he's going to finally get his first win. He should have beat Kansas 2 years ago at Sanford. I like them to speed up St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's is overachieved because Bennett's a great coach, but I think A&M's got more dudes. I'll take A&M.
Bieniek?
I'll disagree. I think this is a matchup of styles like Texas A&M, much more, offensive focused. The one thing they do well, I'll give them this on the defensive end because I think they suck defensively, but they create some turnovers, and that may give St. Mary's some issues as St. Mary's will turn the ball over some. But the cocktail napkins got St. Mary's -7.5. I think their defense is so much better than Texas A&M's, and I think that they should be able to muck this game up, keep this one lower scoring than Texas A&M wants it to be, less possessions than Buckyball wants it to be. I'll lock up the Gales. I feel pretty good that they're going to get this win under Bennett because I don't know what they're going to do on that next game. I don't agree with whatever statement that was on St. Mary's in Houston.
I blew my mind, dude. I wasn't even trying to listen to it. I was doing work and they had it on and I was just like, what did he just say? I was like, rewind that. I'm like, I needed to hear it again. I was like, I love St. Mary's. I want them to go to the Final Four. When I saw Houston there, I was like, oh, fuck. Right? I mean,
and I'm excited to play Michigan State. Like, who the fuck says that? Nobody wants to play Michigan State. Who's going to beat the fuck out of you? Like, what? No.
Where I think St. Mary's is really going to excel in this matchup is on the glass. Like, they're top 5 defensive rebounding team in the country, top 15 offensive rebounding team in the country. A&M is not good on the glass at all. 284th defensive rebounding. Like, I think that's where they're going to get beat up in this one. So I like St. Mary's to adjust this one up a little bit, cover. Like I said, the Napkins got that at a 7.5 point game. The underdog pick for me, Rylan Griffin, lower than 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Texas A&M. On the season, he's averaging just 17. And I think that, St. Mary's will control the pace. So this is not going to get nearly as many possessions as A&M games are used to seeing. Griffin has the volatility to score in bunches, and that's how this pick would lose. I do think that there's some volatility there, but I just doubt that it's going to happen against St. Mary's.
I just like the point that Buckyball is very similar to Santa Clara style, and that really did fuck with St. Mary's this year. That being said, it's just like Noah brought up, whichever one of the paces gets determined is going to be who wins the game. So, there is a very good chance that St. Mary's can muck it up. But in the event that Buckyball can speed it up, I would be worried.
What do you think the total says?
147 and a half right now.
You think that's pretty high for a St. Mary's game?
Yeah. Well, I'll fade that then. Bennett's getting one. Get this buckyball shit out of here, Mac. All right.
Yeah,
we got a battle.
144 and a half.
We got a battle.
What the fuck did I do wrong? Tell
McIntyre saying giggle. Dundee beat it. Saying go Gales. Bring back your football program. Shout out to Avetta saying, yeah, it's a high total for them. Avetta, she knows her hoops too. Hope to see you in Vegas out there. I know you're coming by Circa, right? Bring Rocco, bring the whole crew, anyone out there. Yeah.
Their crew is super fun.
They got
their whole crew.
I just love how we
deep in college basketball.
Now.
Oh, well, I mean,
she's already there.
I'm saying the last time they were hanging out. So, I mean, what the fuck? Yeah. All right. The whole crew, bring the whole crew.
She's already there. She's one step ahead of us. We're lazy.
Oh, there we go. See, well played. Well, that's a long time in Vegas, though.
Yeah, they're just staying out there from the conference tournament.
That's someone that's done stand up there for like 8 or 9 days in a row. That's a long time in Vegas.
The liver is going to be hurting.
Next up, we have Penn taking on the Illini in Greenville, South Carolina. The Illini like 24.5. Let me see if this thing's moved. 23.5. Money coming in on these Quakers.
How?
I mean,
I'll tell you
this
how.
line
He's
is
familiar.
High. The napkin only had it at 16.5. So I don't know. It's a little high.
Illinois is a foo-foo team. This is a game that they'll win by 4. He fucked him up when he was at Iowa.
I agree.
Beat him at Penn now.
Yeah, I'm looking at what was the track record like the last 7 or 8 games at Iowa.
Illinois was fucking Iowa up at the end, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think that was how it went.
Let me see what I got here. This was actually no. Oh no, wait. That was I'm looking backwards.
There, hold on.
I'm looking backwards. Hang on. You're right. He has won. There have been some close ones though, but he's won 9 of the last 10. 9 of the last 10 by the Illini. Oh no! What the fuck am I looking at here? That's not right.
No, he has won 9 of the last 10. No.
Okay.
Illinois won 9 of the last 10 against Fran McCaffrey, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of them have been by more than 2 possessions. So, in high major basketball, that's not close.
Yeah, I'll take the points. No bet. Actually, I'll bet this, but give me the 23.5. They win by 20.
You're betting with your heart here. These
Euros don't know about the NCAA tournament. They only know their goddamn, whatever their bullshit is with their fucking flopping and they have the key. Their key is like it goes out like that. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what they call that. The paint, the taint.
Jesus.
What are you doing here, Bean Flick?
So my favorite look here, this is I'm pointing you to again one of my favorite underdog picks. So Jake Davis for Illinois, he's a sharpshooter. This is listed so wrong. So we're going higher than the 1.5 threes made. He averages 4 a game for Illinois. This is hitting 5 of the last 6 games, and Fran McCaffrey defenses have never been good in the Big Ten. Brad Underwood and Fran are good friends. Like I feel like Underwood's going to be able to scheme Davis plenty of open looks in this one. We're going to go higher than 1.5 threes. That's my favorite thing on the board right now. And give me the over, but Penn covers. That's my thing. This is just a bit too many points for me to be comfortable with. I'll get you my lock for the game in 1 second. Go ahead, Mac.
Trapezoid lane is what I was looking for, by the way. But hold on, I do want to say, let me tell you, Mac. I want your point, but hey, Ethan Roberts, you got to wipe that concussion off now. All right, it's been a little bit. This is a fucking NCAA tournament game. Your whole life, you will remember this moment.
How many games has he missed with that?
It's been a few. It's been
Honestly,
a few.
do you want him inserted in after they just
We need all hands on
beat
deck.
Yale?
We need all hands on deck here, man.
You don't want to interrupt that, right? I
Yeah,
know he's their best player.
But I see this concussion, and it's like he's missed this one. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Did someone say
Shut
all
the
hands
fuck
on
up.
deck?
Yeah,
we
he's
need
missed
the Penn-
just the last 2 games, just the Ivy tournament. So
We need
he'll
the
probably
Penn
be back.
specialist.
That'll be good.
Oh yeah,
All
you
hands-
are the Quaker specialist.
All hands on
Let's
deck.
go.
Penn
Let's
specialist. Here
go.
you
Let's go. You with me?
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. YouTube.com/the
Wanna get
college
rich?
experience. Yes.
Yeah.
You want to get rich? You're calling for the money line?
First half money line.
There
I'm
we
with
go.
you. Let's battle these bitches. All
Get
right.
rid of
Yeah,
the
I'll-
euros.
I'll look up the spread with Penn. That's my pick for the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
We'll
actually
get
with
you all-
us.
we'll
He's
get you
with
all the
us.
way
Here, I
there.
thought he was taking the Big Ten.
We'll get you
No,
all
no,
the
no.
way
I was
there.
never on the Illinois side. I think it's a bit too many points.
No, it's not too many. No. This is an
Plus
average.
24.5. Let's go.
This is a typical Big Ten. Fugazi the numbers here. It also Illinois has the serious rest advantage here too. They got bounced Friday afternoon. Penn has had to play 2 games to get there. Crazy games. Illinois is gonna be rested, ready to go. They'll win by 30.
Europeans in South Carolina, good luck. All right. Culture shock. All right. Penn. For Dundee, Mac, Troy. I'm sorry. I can't talk. For Dundee, Bieniek, Troy, Mac on the Illini.
Let's go.
Shout
You
out to-
soft ass Euros.
Shout out to Red Wine giving us $25. Looking forward to sharing numerous drinks with you boys on Wednesday.
go,
Have a
Red Wine.
bottle with your names on it. Let's go. Appreciate you, Red Wine. Next up, we jump over to the Billikens and the Bulldogs. I'm actually intrigued by
Dundee,
this
we got
matchup.
this other super chat too from a little while ago.
Shout out to Sammy giving us $20. Thanks for another awesome season of college hoops. Much appreciated. Yes, thank you, Sammy. Appreciate you. Series goes back to 2009 in Buffalo, New York. You got the Georgia Bulldogs and a case of Blue Cane hosting that fat blob of mayo, Robbie Avila and St. Louis. All right, Bieniek. Now's when we jump on the blob of mayo.
Yeah.
Now's where we fade Snow White. Snow White, he has issues in the tournament. We've seen this over the
Big
years.
time issues. Yeah.
I think he's pretty good in the tournament.
Oh, he always underwhelmed at Florida.
He went
Last
to-
year they got blown out. They got Georgia or Gonzaga was up 25-3
All right,
in that game against Georgia last year.
That was a bullshit 8-9 draw. Can we be honest on that? That was
I mean,
time out. Mike White won a game in the tournament 4 out of his 7 years there.
it wasn't good enough at Florida.
Here's
Okay,
the
I know
thing:
that, but-
everyone's starting to fade St. Louis. Like I was watching some
Yeah.
shows today. They're like, 6-4 their last 10, they're trash. And I was calling that a lot. But this is a good spot. It's a good spot to catch these dogs. And that I want that fat blob of mayo to advance. So maybe it's being me, just hoping like a Diego Pavia pissing situation, right? I hope. Hope is a good thing. And no fat blob of mayo ever dies. All right. So give me the Billikens to get this done in advance for one more day. Mac, are we battling?
Yeah, Mike White's 4-1 in the first round of the tournament. Like last year was the first time he lost, and that's because Gonzaga was underseeded by like 5 seed lines. That was ridiculous.
Who were the other 4 teams he played though? Where did he get those wins? Were they when Florida was a high seed?
Yeah.
They beat
So
Virginia Tech in the 7-10 game one year. I remember that.
Okay.
they beat
Okay,
St.
that's decent.
Bonaventure as a 6 up against an 11. They beat it was
The one year we played him when
they
we
beat
him-
Nevada
Okay.
as a they were a 7 seed. No, Florida was a 10 seed that year. And
So they're always like in this
seed lineups, so.
like outside of his Elite 8 year, he was a 4 seed. I could tell you that because we beat him to go to the Final Four at South Carolina. I can remind you that one.
ouch.
There you go, Gator bait. Give me the dogs. Give me the dogs. I think this is a bad matchup for St. Louis. And by the way, Georgia was playing good ball coming down the stretch before dropping that game to Ole Miss. They won 5 out of their last 6. I think they have shot makers. I think they're too fast for St. Louis. I saw St. Louis in person. I think Avila is still pretty banged up. So I like the dogs, and I'm interested to see if Mike White gets a crack at Dusty May with how well they know each other.
Well, actually, Schertz is good friends with May too. I didn't know that either. Colby, we can dress up the stat any which way. Like Mike White's 6-5 in the NCAA tournament. He's not that good of a NCAA tournament coach.
Well, he loses in the round of 32 as a 7 seed or an 8 seed. He's supposed to lose that.
Let me ask you this, Mac. Do you trust a guy named Blue Kane out on the town in Buffalo?
Why not? I mean, Blue Kane, we just need a little bit.
Like Blue Kane in Buffalo, that's going to be a hit, by the way. All right. Now, maybe we take his underdog fantasy shit, but.
And this isn't like a fluke NCAA tournament run for Schertz. Like he's been around the block, and this has been a long time coming. They should have been an at-large team in 2024, and like they were one of the really good teams the year prior too. So I think this has been a long time coming, and he'll be up for it. I think like the thing that Georgia has up against St. Louis is the athleticism. Georgia is one of the elite athlete teams in the country.
I caught Georgia live at the Charleston. Now I know it was back in November. I caught them live, and they were very fortunate to beat Xavier. Right? Like I watched them. I watched them against Clemson. I watched them against Xavier. They won 78-77, if memory serves me correct, against Xavier.
Yeah.
They were easily the more athletic team, but they in both situations. I mean, they went 1-1. I don't think Clemson's super athletic. I don't think Xavier's super athletic.
No.
And both teams fucked with them. Why can't St. Louis?
No, I'm on St. Louis. Like I'm
with you, but I'm asking Mac that. Like, what if they're so athletic, right? They should win by. I mean, they are more athletic, but they've struggled against teams that are not athletic, or at least I saw it with my very eyes. Them struggle with teams that are not very athletic.
I think my counter was I just don't know if St. Louis is seeing a team with this size and athleticism. I know VCU is athletic, but I think Georgia is a different level of that. Like their one loss is to Stanford in the non-con. I'm looking. Santa Clara was a good win. I think Avila is banged up too. I don't want to take Avila against those bigs when he's not 100%. So. I think it's been a great season for St. Louis, but I think the dogs get revenge, and they remember getting embarrassed in that first round last year. That's another thing. I like him in a bounce back from last year as well.
Yeah, I'd love to put up 22 points when I'm not 100%.
It was all jump shots, though. It was all jump shots. Like
I mean, that's kind of the deal. Like he doesn't play down low offensively.
Dayton's also got the freaking pencil neck white dude. He's going to see some fucking real athletes. He's not seeing the pencil neck from fucking Dayton.
Well, he kind of like,
but I will
point
say,
forward thing. He doesn't hang out down.
Yeah, he's got these no look passes.
Yeah.
Watch out, buddy.
My thing with so Georgia's got the athletes. St. Louis is the shooting team going up against a poor defense. Like athletes, yes. Defense, they don't play well defensively. I mean, we're talking about the second best 3-point shooting team going up against the 169th 3-point defense. Like offensively down low too. In the A10, they were the best team in the paint. Georgia, 4th worst defense in the paint. I think that St. Louis will be able to get theirs in this one. And I like St. Louis. I think they can win in multitude of ways. If you want me to pinpoint one, I don't know if I can.
All right. Well, look, we got a battle. Shout out to Clark with a great Buffalo reference with the
underdog pick real quick. Cyril, the big man for Georgia. So he's a 7-footer. Like that. If there's a matchup against St. Louis that you want to target, it's down low. It's a little bit of a weak interior defensively. Higher than 8.5 points. He's averaged 10 points per game over the last 10 games. Cyril, higher than 8.5.
Now we got a problem.
McIntyre on them dogs. Shout out to Brian Sanders. Dundee, Bieniek on that fat blob of mayo. To quote Sean Green. All right, next up, we're at the night slate, the final couple games. Kennesaw State is taking on Gonzaga. Gonzaga laying 19.5. This was at 20.5. Money coming in on these Owls. Who are still playing, pretty good ball down the stretch. And then the Zags, they still do not have Braden Huff. I hear he's out for the next couple games still. Give me the points, I guess.
Don't do it. Don't do it. We've seen the script. It's
the problem is it's in Portland, actually. No, we got to lay it. This is going to be a Zags crowd. We got to lay it. You're right. What am I thinking? Far trip from Kennesaw. You already won. You got to the tournament. That's the win. You already did the win. Mac, good point.
It's over. Great season. What year's Penn away there? Year 3 now. They've built that program up slowly, steadily. But we saw fucking Liberty out of the Conference USA last year go up against some athletes and size, and it's just overwhelmed them.
I'm taking the points.
I'm not taking the points.
They're going to win by 14. They're going to win by 14. These Owls are fearless. They're playing with house money.
14 times 2, 28 Zags,
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, the cocktail napkins got it at 17, but I hear what Mac's saying. Like Conference USA over the last couple of years has not looked good in the NCAA tournament, in my opinion. They've gotten ran off the floor in a couple of them, specifically like just giving up points left and right. I'll lay it with Gonzaga. I like the over a little bit in this one as well. Sorry. I'm getting all crossed up. I like the under as my favorite pick in this one. Under 154.5. The cocktail napkins got it at 149.5.
The only thing on my mind, Gene, was pussy.
I think a blowout in this instance, like with Gonzaga holding Kennesaw State to like 50 points ish, like it really helps an under. And that's what we've seen from Conference USA teams a couple of times lately. The underdog pick, Tyon Grant Foster, lower than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. This player projections 8-3 in Gonzaga's last 11 games. Grant Foster's a bench guy who can score in bunches for the Bulldogs. That's how this thing loses, but I'll take the lower there and take my chances.
Promo code TCE SGPN.
The potatoes.
Jeez.
No, this is why
our potato warriors are getting turned into French fries tomorrow.
I wanted the I think Kennesaw. I think everyone's going to be on the Zags. I bet you that line goes back up. This one though, sorry Idaho, rest in peace. I will lay the 23.5 with Houston against Idaho. I think it's just a terrible matchup for them. Series goes back to 1963. They're not scoring anywhere close to 63. Mac, what are you doing here?
Do you think Idaho's excited to play Houston like St. Mary's is going to be? I mean, all right. So maybe the case for Idaho would be Houston is off of the physical ass Arizona game. Like that was a complete war
on that fucked up court.
On that fucked up court, they probably got injured with that fucking jackass piece of shit court. But sorry, you guys can argue about what year the Idaho Vandals got back to the tournament, but like we could just
89.
Yeah, 89, 90. That might be how much they lose by. Houston, lock it.
Yeah.
Kelvin's fucking so pissed off about that Florida game from last year.
I don't think Idaho reaches 50. No, I think they're going to score in the 40s.
Yeah, sorry.
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
So my only thing with Houston is they haven't been as dominant against these tomato cans this year as they have been in years past. Yeah. Now I could be looking at like they have more freshmen on this year's team. In the non-conference, these guys were getting their wheels under them, right? But also, you know, most of their wins against these caliber teams were like 15 points rather than 25. So I've loved Idaho all year. I think they were better than the 7 seed in the Big Sky. I like Alex Pribble as a coach. I think he may be able to do some things. I'll take the points there, but again, I think my favorite pick is the under in this one. So I'll go under 136.5. The cocktail napkins got it at 134. Again, I think a blowout kind of helps us out with this one. Underdog pick, Idaho big man and potential March darling Brody Robery. This guy, it's just an awesome photo. Like the photo is going to go viral once it hits the Twitter sphere or Instagram. We're going to go higher than 4.5 points for the Idaho big man. Their buckets are going to be hard to come by for Idaho against the Cougars, and this player projection 7-4 in the last 11 games for the Idaho Vandals.
Yeah, this is a smash play. We got to lock up Houston. They're going to win by 40. This is a bloodbath. This is one of the best plays you can bet.
This is one you just like. It's the last game of the night. Get blacked out drunk. Don't even watch it.
We've got a better one than that, Colby. Team total 56.5 for Idaho. No shot.
No way. And also,
that might be one you have to bet before you get out there on the paper ticket, so you can get it.
How about minus 27.5 at plus 207 on DK?
Yeah, that's been me. That's gonna be my dog pick. If you guys want to look into the future when they come around and ask for dogs, we're just gonna alt line Houston.
Love that play. All right, so look, those are the tournament games for Thursday.